Welcome back to RaTava79 with Triple J Gaming 3.5 World Building, episode 204. I hope you enjoy it.
I think, well, a single rider, I think I might be able to catch up with him faster than the cart because I can push the horse and, walk and run the horse to catch up to them. Because if they're pulling wagons, they're going to be moving at a slower pace. I can ride up to him and ask him to wait up for us a little bit and then maybe reconfigure our wagon to where we got the two horses pulling it. If there's enough room for all of us in the wagon. And probably at that pace, Darla can try to ride her damn goat. That's going to be funny. I'm going to try to make you a saddle for that damn thing.
Yes, please and thank you.
That's all right with you, DM. I think, what do you guys think? Think we can pull that off?
We could pull that off, but if we let them stay out in front of us, something will happen to them before it happens to us.
I'm thinking more along the lines of meat shields, and if we can't save the people that they get attacked, we kill everybody. We still get all the stuff.
Exactly. And we have a goat.
And all their stuff.
That too.
And a goat.
All right, it was already late in the night anyways, and people are pretty panicked. You're traveling along? Yeah, actually you make it to sunrise without anything of real event happening. But you're all pretty damn tired because you've been up all day, and I am correct that you just let them be a buffer ahead of you? No one ran out ahead, or did I miss something?
No, we let them stay ahead of us so they could be our meat shields in case something was ahead of them in the road.
I like that idea.
And I would be actually, if I'm just chilling in a cart with a goat and some dudes, I'm gonna pass out.
Okay.
Can we tell it all what the makeup of the caravan looks like?
No, it's too far away. You're following lights.
We have two horses and a sizable wagon. Why don't we take turns napping through the night?
I was just going to say, why don't we wait till they make camp and then just go an extra hour?
Well, here's my thoughts on it. We take turns sleeping through the night, so we are well rested, and that way when they make camp, we can do some looting of our own. And we continually stay behind them, so that way they continue to be our meat shields.
I'm okay with that too.
You got to take it easy on the horses if we're constantly dogging on them, running up, falling back, running up, falling back. It's going to be rough on our mounts, especially, rough on the wagon too. I think maybe if we catch up with them one night, we stay with them, or we just leave them be the entire time.
Or we could eat one of their horses in front of these two horses to show what happens to horses that don't keep up.
Wasn't that the butt of one of your jokes the other night? Didn't find it funny then either.
I have more spices this time. That'll be a nice, tasty horse.
But we have a goat. Just eat him.
Oh, I kind of figured you had an emotional attachment to the goat, so I wasn't going to eat the goat, but I'm totally down with smoking that goat too.
I've been saying that's the whole reason I took him was only because I could ride him, but not could I only ride him, but I could also eat him if I got hungry and we have no food.
Then I guess she's right. He's only good for food because she damn sure can't ride him.
I'm learning. I never had to ride a goat before, but I'm learning. But we don't eat Jack until we're starving.
Say again, Aaron.
I said he's good for food and a pelt. Don't waste.
And bones. You can make weapons with bones.
Bones are a weapon.
But yeah, so Jack is going to only die when we absolutely need him to die. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he's got to die when we have no other choice. He's like our escape from starving plan.
All right. So as we're having this conversation, we're still following down the road, right?
Correct.
All right.
have you decided how you're going to, like I said, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning right now. Are you just all going to stay awake and push it as long as you can, or are you going to just try to cycle and try to get some sleep?
Oh, my lazy ass has been trying to take a nap since I got in the cart.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we got 1, 2, 3 in the cart sleeping. You two are awake. Both of you roll me spot checks.
Wizard's gonna sleep as much as possible.
I don't see shit. It's
fuck.
dark. I'm kind of just falling back behind the wagon.
Yeah, Drake don't see shit.
You're riding.
Okay.
We're probably not riding with the lantern, right?
Um,
None of us.
that's up to you
I
guys.
have dark vision. You aren't spoiling that by putting a lantern in front of me.
There you go.
Yeah, well, I figured that much because it's your wagon, and I didn't see a mount for a lantern. But if shit happens, I'm gonna have to take a minute to light a torch.
All right, well, as you guys are traveling, Kargan, you would notice behind you there is another group that is traveling up towards you. They are about 3/4 of the distance from you as you are from the people in front of you. And you have the idea that they're probably thinking the same thing you guys are thinking. And you notice them just as dawn breaks. So our sleeping group has slept a good 4 hours, 5 hours.
Yeah.
There's another group behind us.
Hey, Darwin's. Hey, Darwin's. Get up.
I
All
banged.
right.
I want to go to school, Ma.
I pop right the fuck up.
Oh God, why they always gotta wake me up? I want beauty sleep. What's going on?
The
Look,
banging and noise wakes the goat up. It jumps to its feet and faints.
trying to ride a fainting goat.
Out of all the goats you had to pick.
Hey, man. He's got personality.
Personality is coward.
He's a goat. That's what goats do. I fall down when I get scared too sometimes.
Everyone roll me a spot check who is now awake. All right. Pam and Darwin Jr., you both spot what Kargan was pointed out. You can make out a little more detail than they could when they first saw them. Like where you're at, Drake, you got some trees in your way, so you don't see the detail, but there is definitely at least 4 or 5 guys with 2 wagons and 4 horses, 2 horses pulling each wagon in that group behind you. And you can tell that they are moving at a rate where it looks like they're trying to catch up to you.
Darla, can you hear anything besides the horses? Are they talking?
Let me check.
You guys are moving, so your own noise would make hearing them a lot harder.
Oh, we've been running the horses all night.
Well, real quick. Listen, Linda, listen. They're trying to catch up with us, and they got about 5 guys and 4 horses. So they're going to catch up to us a lot quicker. Is there any way we could just giddy up our horses to reach the bigger group and not do the thing that we were talking about? Because there's safety in numbers.
We've been going all night. The horses are not going to run well, especially pulling the wagon with people.
Then we need to kill them because they're going to kill us first. And I don't want to die first. They're going to catch up, and they're going to, I know, because that's what I would think. And that's what they're thinking, because that's what I'm thinking, and it only makes sense.
I'm not sure it makes sense to think that other people are thinking what you're thinking. just generally speaking.
Big brain.
Kargan and Drake both give me.
That's a tiny brain.
Big brain.
Tiny
both of
head,
you give,
tiny brain.
Kargan and Drake, both of you give me a fortitude save.
Ah, damn it.
All right, Kargan, you're still awake. You could push it a little bit, but Drake, you're fucking tired.
Yeah. I'm a
The
little
weight of your armor and weapons are just real heavy on you, and you're like, something's got to give.
Yep. No, we need to pull over and deal with this now. Let them come to us. We can't push the horses. We can't really push ourselves much more. Definitely can't push the horses. I say we pull off over here and get ready to meet them. They want to throw down, then we'll throw down.
I agree. I say we pull off to the side real quick. How long do you guys think we have before they catch up to us if we were to stop right now? 15,
Is there
20 minutes?
is there anything I can roll to figure that out?
You would have a good hour.
Let's stop. Get things set up. Darla, go hide somewhere.
I was just thinking that.
And then Drake, get a quick power nap in. Don't worry about setting anything up. Just jump in the back of the thing. Take a quick power nap. Kargan and Darwin and myself, we will we'll greet these guys.
Real quick, I'm gonna go climb a tree.
All right, so you guys pull over to stop. And you know they're coming in about a half hour. Darla finds a little tree, shimmies up. Drake, you gonna kind of what are you doing?
All right, so yeah, Drake's gonna go ahead and get comfortable in the back of the. He's gonna find somewhere to get comfortable. Probably maybe lean up against a tree, put his head back. I mean, he's a damn soldier, knows how to sleep anywhere, and lay his glaive across his lap, kind of facing which way he thinks they're going, and he's gonna rack out for a few minutes.
Okay, yeah, you zonk the fuck out right away. You're pretty tired too, there, Kargan.
Yeah, I'm gonna move into the wagon and prop myself against the ale and take a nap.
Okay. You guys let the horses rest. I'm assuming you give them food and water, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, a half hour goes by, and
How far away are they from us?
if they were to do a full charge, they would catch you in like 15 minutes.
All right. Is there any way that I can like hide myself within the tree?
I believe that's what you were doing when you climbed in the tree anyways.
Do you want me to roll for it or no?
It would be off of their spot at this moment. If you're trying to conceal yourself even more, then yes, roll for it.
Bam.
Right.
She's a leaf on the wind.
Okay. So now that everything's quiet, are you trying to eavesdrop? Are the watered twin duo doing anything?
I guess I can wake up now.
Yeah, we'll sit there at the camp. I mean, we'll start a little fire. I mean, if Kargan's cool with that, at least like having a fire. I mean, I know I'm just a wizard. I don't really care about people seeing me or not. I'm gonna start a fire as long as.
Do we want to talk to him?
It's
I could use
light isn't an issue anymore.
Okay.
I could use prestidigitation to put spots all over us, and we could pretend like we have the plague. Nobody wants to attack people that have the plague. It's an option.
I have the same thing. I can make it to look like.
People who have the plague, they just like to do it from a little further away.
I don't know about you, but I wouldn't take somebody's stuff who had the plague all over it.
I didn't say rob, I said kill.
Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true. I would attack plague people from far with fire.
Oh, agreed.
Would you even bother to attack plague people? What do they teach you in that school?
Plague people still have coin.
Yeah, plague coin. That's how you get the plague.
As you guys are talking, you notice the mysterious group behind you is setting up camp. The group in front of you, you can't really track anymore because you don't have the light of their torches, so you don't know if they're getting further or farther. You spend like good 6 hours letting the horses rest, letting these guys rest. You guys slept for 5 hours. Each of you give me a fortitude save because you didn't get a full night's sleep, so you might doze off.
I already did a listen check and I did pretty good at it. Do I hear the other camp talking about anything that I can distinguish first?
It seems like it's a group of at least 5 guys. There's definitely 5 different voices. One of them sounds like he's the leader, possibly a father figure.
I'm not rolling because I'm going to intentionally fail that fortitude save. I'm going back to sleep. As soon as I realize they're not charging and it's going to take them like 15 minutes to get to us.
Are you gonna wait?
Hey,
are you gonna wait for me to start a fire and fall asleep next to the fire, or you're just gonna sleep?
I'll fall asleep next to the fire, propped up against one of the wagon wheels.
All right, so like I said, a good 6 hours goes by. We were at 7,
How many hours did we sleep in the night, did you say?
5.
5?
Yeah.
All right, well then after 3 of that 6 hours, I'm feeling pretty good. I would get up and I would let Junior sleep. Normally I would sleep in, but this seems like extenuating circumstances.
I would hold mine off because I still kind of feel a little bit awake. I'll let Kargan take some rest.
He's been sleeping.
Okay, cool.
There were 3 people awake. Kargan just went to sleep.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Pam, give me one last fortitude save. They did shifts, but you might fall asleep in the tree. All right, yeah, you zonk out for the last 3 hours of that 6-hour period. We'll say last one up is Darwin. You guys all start waking up around the same time. We'll say 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Everyone's hungry for breakfast. Darwin, you've been up, so you got a couple hours to, if you did anything before they woke up.
I am going to start on breakfast.
All right, good enough. Nothing spectacular. Everyone wakes up. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
During the night, were there any shakes? Were there any rumbles? Did it cease at like a certain time? It just seemed to stop.
No, there were some minor shakes here and there. Nothing as violent as what happened earlier. When the sun started rising, it's really cloudy. It still looks like super overcast. The sky's dark with storm clouds kind of deal. From where you're at, you can see like a red glow over the mountains, like what you would expect a forest fire to look like. So you would have seen all that as dawn was breaking. You got your rest in. The group behind you looks like they're breaking down camp around the same time you guys are, and you're foraging ahead. Are you going to try to go slow so they can catch up with you? Go fast, catch up? What's going on?
Let's see what happens, you guys. Let's stand by and just kind of break down camp. I want to be broke down by time they get to us and about ready to saddle up. But let's see what these guys are about. Has anybody seen Darla?
An acorn falls on your head.
Oh, okay, there she is.
I'm staying here until we go.
All right, so you take your sweet ass time. Drake, Kargan, you in agreement?
Yeah. Well, the brothers, they want to see what's going on. I want to know what he's trailing.
Yeah, we'll take our sweet ass time breaking down so that those two can get in as many Z's as they can. Definitely not rushing it.
Okay. All right, yeah. You take your sweet ass time. The wagons they start approaching really, really slowly. They get like 100 yards away, and it's two decent sized wagons with like covers on the back, not like super high like pilgrim wagons, but like decent sized tarps, enough for at least two people to be out of the rain and whatnot if needed. There are four guys, two on each wagon. One guy's got a bow drawn, another one yells out, "Hello, who speaks for your group?"
I like to talk.
The third, he likes to talk. Why don't you go talk? Why don't you say something?
He stays like 100 yards behind you. The wagon's still 100 yards away. What's your name,
Matt,
friend?
give him some good greetings.
What's your name, friend?
I am Darwin Waters III. This is my brother, Darwin Waters Jr., Kargan, and Drake.
Hey.
I'm Bill. This is Daryl. And the guys all kind of wave their hand up as they speak.
Well, howdy, Bill and Daryl's. How do you find yourself?
Oh, found ourselves with our house burning down last night. You guys coming from Wheat and Rye?
Yes, sir. Got the word from the crier last night.
You weren't taking part in any of that craziness, were you?
No, sir. We was trying to escape that craziness.
The two Daryls in the one wagon kind of start whispering to each other. Situation kind of feels like a tension in the air. Guy with the big mouth yells out, "So you're going to Sap? Think you got what it takes to go through the waxwoods, eh?"
Is that where we're going?
Yes.
Yeah. And, well, they do. I'm going to point to Kargan and Drake.
Alrighty then.
I just make sure they're fed.
Oh, you're a cook?
Yes, I am.
Kind of starts nodding. A couple of the Daryls start whispering. One of the Daryl goes, "What you would like to make? You folk got breakfast cooking already?"
We most certainly do. I'm going to look over at Drake like low. Oh, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Breakfast or no.
Y'all looking to share?
Looking to trade?
Oh, we got something we could throw in the pot. Share and share alike.
Well, if you got a few supplies, I have absolutely no problem cooking it up and making it taste mighty decent.
Daryl's kind of whisper to each other. The main guy looks down at the Daryl next to him, and the guy starts unknocking his arrow, puts the weapon down to his side. "All right, we're going to come over all friendly like. You guys ain't got no surprises because we're all going to the same place. We're all going to need to start trusting each other sometime, right?"
Yeah.
And the wagons start moving a little closer to you. Darla,
Yeah.
roll me a listen check from the tree, or a spot check from the tree.
I don't know how much you want to use the tower, but I just threw a check at the tower as well.
I did one earlier too. Just the curiosity.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you both failed, so. All right, Darla. You spot in the back of one of the wagons moving around, there's at least one or two other people. You could see them moving around in the back of one of the wagons.
Who's closest to me?
I believe Josh is under the tree because you dropped an acorn on him.
All right. I'm going to drop another acorn on him.
I'll look up and like, huh?
I'm shaking my head. I'm shaking my head no. And I'm like, so, I'm telling you, like mouthing two people hiding. Two people hiding.
Wagons get about 50 yards.
I'll look at Drake and Kargan and be like, you guys need to go up there with my brother, and I'll walk right behind you. We gotta stop them. This can't happen. She sees more people.
Are you
in the
going
back
to
of
mention the
cabin.
two people hiding to me?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just curious there, Bill. How
Wagons
many
get
more
about
people
25
do you
yards.
got?
Oh, just the wife and the little one in the back.
You wouldn't be opposed to just letting them poke their little heads out now, would you?
Oh no,
Yeah.
not at all.
I'm definitely standing there at the ready, kind of hiding half-ass behind the wagon off to the side. So if that dude does raise his bow and take a shot at me, I can duck behind the wagon. But I'm getting ready to sprint around if I need to.
Okay.
Throwing axe in hand, glaive another.
And the wagon comes to a stop about 10 yards from where you are, and you say poke their heads out, and he's in position, and everyone's tense, and the tree is shaking. The ugliest dwarven woman that you have ever seen pops out of the back of the wagon with a giant pot full of potatoes, and a half dwarf, you're not sure daughter or son, pops out with her, and it's got a ton of raw meat, but they don't know how to salt it and dry it or really cook it well. So you know that shit's going to be going bad soon. There is enough to feed everyone here for at least a week if it's taken care of. Jason, that shit's going to go to bad in like 2 days if they do it on their own.
All right, I'm gonna let them know that I can take care of that. I actually happen to have some spices that can help with dried goods, specifically dried meat. I can get them some more days out of that meat if they would like me to.
The half-dwarf child happily assists you as you go about curing and preparing the meat to be preserved.
Okay, and my big skillet pan is still sitting on the fire, still warm. If they can't cook, I would do both.
Okay. It seems like the kid is learning how to cook by watching you.
Well, in that case, I'll include her even more.
There you go. The three Darrells, they kind of keep to themselves off to the side, but they like look over at Kargan and whisper, look over at Drake and whisper, and they kind of stay away from the group. Like you can tell they are intimidated and scared of you two both.
That's such an unusual reaction for Kargan.
Bob, the main guy with the mouth, he'll leave you to your cooking, and he'll go talk to probably Drake, looking like the most competent military guy. How you doing, sir?
Well, about as best as everyone else out here. Now, where was your farm at? You said it burned?
Oh yeah, we had a little house just inside Wheat and Rye, and well, we were on our way back from Wicker when we saw the fires, so we didn't even know what was going on until we got into town.
You didn't pass a crier on the road, so you just learned right what happened when you got in Wheat and Rye.
That's right. I know the omens, they've been pretty bad for some time now.
Sky being red and all, earth shaking. Now we got these criers showing up with strange banners, talking about kings, having us move from our land. I don't know. I know that we got to get through sap, though. Water? No. Desert? No. We're going to need farmland if we're going to rebuild. That's what we're going to need. Now, what's up with them Darrells behind you there? What's going on with them?
They're just in-laws. They're all cousins. my dad and his brothers, they died a few months back, and we all kind of banded together. When we finally heard our weight in gold for establishing a new colony, I thought me and Bertha were going to cash in on that. I guarantee.
Well, I guess it's good you're keeping your spirits up. Now, I do got a question. You got any bit and tackle left for another set of horses? I think I might work on our wagon and get it ready to pull both the horses. I don't want to run the animals down trying to get where we need to go. We don't know how long we're going to need them. Are your mounts in good repair? Your bit and tackle and wagons? How's them horses? They shotted well?
Well, Daryl, he's real good with the animals. He tends to handle most of that stuff. That's Daryl with the scar, not Daryl with the tooth. Now, Daryl with the scar, he's really good at handling them animals. He usually tends to all that business. I think he says he's got some extra goods if you just wanted to talk to him about it. I could talk to him about it. We're just hoping, because we were able to rustle up quite a few good things, and you gentlemen look strong and quite mighty thick. Daryl's, they're good with a bow, but ain't none of us really good should something come up close. Is that all right if we stick around with you guys for a little while?
Well, seeing how you brought such a bountiful deal of food, wouldn't seem quite right to turn you away traveling now. Now, I will tell you this, we can't be held for your safety, but we'll try to do something. Now, but you're going to have to tell your cousins, kin, that if they're going to be around Kargan, they can't be doing that whispering and pointing. That's rude. And I don't think he'll take kindly to that. Pretty sure he might just go ahead and crack one of their fucking skulls.
He looks visibly shaken. I'll have words with him. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And I'll send you what you need real quick. And you see him scurry off, and he goes over to the other side of the trail where the Daryls are grouped up, and they're kind of talking. He smacks one, and the other Daryl spits on him, and the other Daryl smacks him back, and he kind of points, and you hear some shouting in Dwarvish, if anyone knows Dwarvish.
I do. Pretty sure.
Okay, well, he's shouting,
I do.
you better, and you hear him. He's shouting, you better do what I fucking tell you, or I'm going to throw you to that fucking beast, and he'll eat you for lunch. Get them the shit that they need. Share what we got. Don't tell them about the box. And the Daryls are like, fine. And the one Daryl with the scar runs, and he grabs some tackle, and he hooks your wagon up so every people can ride and get the most effective use out of their horses.
I got a question. This would be hopefully prior knowledge to this moment. But what languages would I know that Darla knows? I'm assuming we haven't only ever communicated in common, especially if me and her ever like ran marks before.
You would know that she speaks Halfling, Elven, Gnomish, but she has a very strange language that not a lot of people know, Goblin.
Goblinoid is actually kind of fairly well known, Pam.
Is it?
Yeah. Most barbaric and tribe races will use goblins as pets and slaves. So goblin is like undercommon. It's like the common for the monstrous races.
All right, never mind then. I thought Goblin was more rare.
Well, okay, so as in Drake, I walk over and look over and kind of slap you on the arm. Them sod busters are easy to frighten. They got some food, though. I think they're a little weak in the arm. Might have to keep an eye on them. They do have numbers, though.
I think I'm 3 of them. 2 at least.
Look at them. I say 2 words to them. They got them running scared, giving us their food and everything. That kindness is rare, unless they're weak.
Well, if they get out of line, we know what to do.
They'll probably run the first side of some knolls, maybe a big pack of dogs. Probably
If
gonna
they're
end
that
up.
easy, then we'll have their stuff.
Damn shame if they break a horse's leg. Damn shame.
Yeah, but we have a chef. Broken-legged horse won't go to waste.
Okay, so it's gonna take you. Did you roll your cooking check already?
Nope. Just a second.
All right, so you're able to salt and prepare all the shit, and it's gonna take time to dry, but you can bundle it up with the seasonings that you need, and kind of lay it out in the back of the wagon so everyone can get going. Encounter happened at 2. Say you spend about an hour or 2 doing that stuff, taking you to 4. You hit the road. You start going. You're going with
Wait.
the. Yeah, everyone starts packing up to go.
All right, I gotta climb down from the tree. When the travelers are all like,
Do we have a tent?
Does anyone have a tent on their sheet?
I don't.
Or a blanket? Or any kind of large object whatsoever?
I've got my bedroll.
Bedroll? I have a bedroll too. You know what? My bedroll seems like it was a little wet from last night. It was absorbed moisture from the air. So I'm going to go over by that tree that Darla's hiding up. And I'm just going to kind of hang it up. It needs to dry out.
awesome. I go away. I giving me cover to climb down.
Roll your move silently or hide or whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled my climb, but
I know, but you're hiding. You're getting a little bonus. Are you climbing into his bedroll?
well, yeah, because I don't want them knowing I'm there.
Okay.
I'm just hoping somebody saves me some food. Move silently.
All right. Yeah, you slip into his backpack or into his bedroll.
All right, and she's light enough. I'm going to go put my bedroll on the cart. And I'm going to
On your cart?
leave.
On your cart or one of their carts?
It'll be on our cart. We don't know them good enough yet.
Right.
Okay.
And then I'm going to just conveniently leave some food right next to the opening. In fact, I'm probably just going to slip a little food inside my bag.
All righty. And at that, we're going to take the 10-minute break at the 2-hour mark. Thank you for joining us. This has been RaTava79's 3.5 World Building Improv Campaign. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to episode 3 coming soon.